you know.
Yours.
Right.
Everyone in the world knows I'm replacing a tweaker. How fucking embarrassing is that?
But it's not embarrassing because you're not anymore. You're done. You know what I mean?
In that aspect, I'm like, okay, you know, what's going on here? I don't feel respected. I don't feel like that was respectful at all, because it's not like I didn't have either one of our best interests at heart from the first place, which is why we went to the bathroom where there were no cameras. Your dad had already gone, so it was just me and you. But at that point, I guess you were already so worked up from the comment I made and everything else. And I guess my comment was, you know, the comment that broke the camel's back. And at that point, you were enraged and you wanted to get your point across. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to do that. But what I want you to realize is that, yet and still, you still walked away from me. That was just another example. When I come into the bedroom, I know you're not asleep sometimes when I come in here and I do my reading and I'm just waiting. I'm like, well, maybe she'll say something. Maybe she wants to be alone. Like, I don't know how to approach you.
Yeah, but for me, when you're sitting there reading your Bible, I'm not going to interrupt you. I've done that before to you, and I'm sorry. That's not a moment that I want to interrupt, you know?
But just kind of like when you finish, Jameka, that kind of thing.
But even this whole week, Jameka, like I told you, this whole week since Wednesday, you haven't looked at me. And you may say that you've put yourself out there to have a conversation, but to me, yesterday when you were out there, you laid on the couch, you know, with your eyes closed and your hand over your head.
That was the second time.
But that's not going out of your way to speak. You had your eyes closed with your hand over your head.
I mean, Danielle, I just don't feel like you understand. Like, you want us to understand where you're coming from, and I think that that's point blank and simple. But if I say anything, your father had already made nasty comments there. How would you handle the situation? I guess that's what I need to know. How do you think it's best to approach you without it being a conflict with him and something starting between you two and then that making matters even worse? Because I don't know, which is why I try not to engage. I try to just be there, and then, hey, if it's a good time, I'm hoping that, you know, hey, maybe something will come up, and if it doesn't, then it's another lost opportunity. I don't know how to interact with you because this is new to me with him. It's new to me. He's not acted nasty to me or anything like that, and nor have I to him until those votes. And I already said my vote was going to Eric. If other people don't, you know, honor that and they have a problem with that, then that's on them. But like I told your dad, he was the main one that said, day one, your vote is your vote. Why do we have to tell people? So the fact that I even expressed that, hey, I'm voting for Eric, why? Because I gave him my word prior to, not even knowing once you were HOH, I given you my word once to try and keep the nominations the same. But even after that, I said, no, Eric, no, it's not going to be you. What are you talking about? I give you my word. No, yeah. I'll keep you here, you know, if I have anything to do with it. Still not knowing that, oh, my gosh, there is something to brewing and he could possibly go up. So I'm bound by that. And with me expressing, even after he says, you know, your vote is your vote, and then with me expressing this is my vote and he goes off, I'm like, I didn't even have to tell you that. And that's not a comment to you, but, like, that's what's been going on in my mind, and I know that you two talk. And so with that being said, I'm already feeling like he makes comments, Danielle, when you're not there.
But other people make comments to me when he's not there. And I'm not saying you. It's not you at all. But there are numerous people in this house when he's not around who make absolutely nasty, nasty comments to me. Not to my face, but where I can hear it. And then when I call them out on it, they will apologize and continuously do it again. So, you know, I don't know. People call him out on stuff, you know, yeah, he is to the max, to the extreme, overboard completely. I agree. That honestly, he's his own person. There's nothing I can do. I've sat in here. I'm going to talk to him again. We've talked. It's over. It's over, Jameka. I promise. And that's my word to everybody in this house.
But how can you ensure that when you're saying he's his own person?
Nobody will listen to me. Jameka, this is Thursday. One of us is going home. It doesn't matter who. Why? It's just, it's over. That's all. It's over.
I just don't. I understand that, but we still have to get through Thursday. I don't want to be isolated from you. I don't want to be,
I understand that, but
uncomfortable in our own house. But how can it be any differently?
Because it can, and it's not about that. You know, when Nick knew he was going home, I told Nick, you know, the whole thing, whatever. He knew he was going home. He didn't care about spending time with other people. I didn't care about spending time with other people at the time either, because, you know.